What conversations? We keep hearing about this lawyer, Kaysen.
Never met him.
It's almost like, when I was a little boy, I saw the Wizard of... well, no, but I've never met this fella.
Right.
So I want to ask you about him.
Sorry.
Have you ever met the attorney, Mr. Kaysen?
No, sir.
What is your understanding of his role in this matter?
And it was something that Tom told me about the other day. I had no idea. I didn't even know that she had a public attorney versus a criminal attorney. I didn't know that. I didn't know.
So you've never...
That was new knowledge to me a couple weeks ago.
So you've never spoken to him?
No.
Did you think he might be here today?
I would have assumed, but...
Have you ever had conversations with Mr. Baez?
We used to have regular conversations in regards to just anything, or...
Well, this case in Zenaida Gonzalez.
No, because it's always been, that's not the Zenaida that Casey's talking about. It's, it's a waste of, we always referred to it as a waste of time. Sorry.
That's why we're doing this. But you've spoken to Mr. Baez about Zenaida Gonzalez.
About a Zenaida that
yes.
We're talking... Right.
That took Kaylee.
Exactly. Well, that's why I want to make sure, because it's separate.
Yeah. You've never seen this lady before today.
Other than a MySpace photo.
Now...
and Channel 6 or whoever, did that.
Okay. Have you ever seen a photograph of the other Zenaida Gonzalez?
No. That would have been on the news immediately. That would have been to police them on the news immediately.
Here's a big question. Have you ever told Jose Baez about this Blanchard Park story?
Just to clarify, him personally?
Him personally.
Okay.
I don't think I sat down and told him the story. I'm sure we may have referenced it.
Well, this is real important because the question is.
Let me. I want to make sure that I'm right then. So shoot.
Been very.
I don't want to be the wrong thing and then have to redo it or whatever. I think
this is going to be an easy one for you because the question is. You've had conversations with Jose Baez, many conversations.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
In his office.
Anywhere, yeah.
In your house,
phone
telephone.
Call, anywhere, yeah.
What did you tell him, if anything, about the story that your sister told you that August night in the confines of your living room about Zenaida Gonzalez, the abduction of Kaylee, the threats on your family's life, the direction for 30 days, go to Target, go here, go there. Did
55 days,
55? Did you tell him any of that?
Well, he knew a lot of it too. If it came up in conversation, he would have known it, or it seemed like.
Did he know about Blanchard Park?
Yes, Casey had told, I don't know when and all that kind of stuff, but.
What did he say to you about that?
Oh, we didn't. Let me just think before I. I'm trying to remember if I had a. Nothing that was. No new information or anything like that. If it was discussed, it would have been me and probably my mom and my dad and him in a room or something like that. But
did he ever tell you all, lying to the police and now coming up with this new story creates a problem for our defense?
No, I've never heard anything like that. Because that wouldn't be. Why would you direct that to me? If you're spitballing and that's his, and you want to play, devil's advocate, I mean, that would be a conversation you'd have probably with Casey and not us. You know what I mean?
Did you talk to Baez before you came here for this deposition?
No, I haven't talked to Jose since the day that Kaylee, that they identified her body.
Do you get along with Jose Baez?
Yeah, absolutely.
What has he ever told you about talking to the media? Has he ever told you anything?
He'd prefer that I don't. That's what, we have a attorney for. And even back then, it was just, it was more like, can't tell you what to do. I'm not your advisor. I can't dictate what you do, but, if, just kind of, he was more of like, just kind of watch yourself and, and that sort of a thing. Because
is your mom and
just
dad,
how all things just get construed. And
is your mom and dad happy about the representation she's receiving with Jose?
Oh, with Jose?
Yeah.
If they're not, they haven't shared it with me. So.
Now, you had a memorial service, and I happened to be home, and I got to see it, and and I got to watch you. Was the media invited to that? How did the media get in there? How did you all let the media in?
Oh, we knew that we were going to have to do something in order to allow Casey to see the memorial because she couldn't get out for it. So it was decided that we'd have to, if we didn't stream it live, we'd have to have it taped, one way or the other. Well, if we did it or if, we had someone else do it or whatever, we wanted Casey to be able to see it since she couldn't be out there for it. So they worked it out. I don't know how the details got worked out. I don't even know what stations it ran on and all that kind of, I'm sure all of them, but I don't know. That was, my mom set that up, I'm sure, with Brad and whomever else at the church.
But I know that this deposition today, you all been sensitive about the media being here, and as you know, to accommodate you.
I appreciate that.
To accommodate you and not to have to bring you back. We ask the media to respect your privacy, but I keep thinking about this funeral is why was it okay for the media to be there for the most private of...
For Casey to be able to see it.
Did they need all those cameras to be there and all that coverage? And
I haven't seen the coverage. I was not involved with the planning of the details. If I had my personal say, we would have had a private memorial, like I'm talking a dozen people, real small.
That's how. Yeah.
And we would have recorded it for ourselves if Casey couldn't go out and given it to Jose. Jose would have showed Casey, and then we would have, kept it in our files or whatever.
But it's
it wasn't my call.
But it's
not my.
I'm sorry.
You know what I mean? So.
But it's your understanding your mother coordinated that with the media.
Yeah, my mom and dad, or whomever. Yeah.
One of the things that was really profound for me when I was watching you, and you're the only one I saw. I saw Herky Walls singing. I couldn't believe I was seeing that.
I was going to say, you missed some good stuff.
I know Herky Walls, and I think Herky needs to stay with football and not singing. He's a friend of mine. But you said something there, and I remember because your mom and dad, you said, that you're going to keep your promise to, did you say CMA? And you talked about kissing your hands or kissing her. Do you remember that part of the service?